Samuel out here. We're going to get Matt, who's a Chelsea fan. Egal is here with us as well on the show, bringing the panel in now to have their say. Afternoon, gentlemen. I'm going to come to you first, Matt, obviously as a Chelsea fan. Good run of form recently and some good results. Lose 2-0 at home to Brentford today. What went wrong?
Bro, am I the only Chelsea fan here today? Where is everyone? Like, I'll be honest, I only watched the first half, and I'm still here just to talk the same one I've been talking. So, I mean, we played Arsenal last week, obviously. That was a good game of football. Played a good game of football, fun with it, obviously, but the football was there. And then you come in this first half today, and I was excited, man. We had some good shots, we had some fluid football. We were playing well. It was looking good. We just couldn't finish our chances. You look at Madueke, Mr. Cucurella, fucking running in front of goal, should have scored that, whatever. Push that through. You go into a second half. Heads started dropping. I'll be honest. After that first goal, I turned off the TV. I'm done with this. I can't deal with any more of this Chelsea because I knew when the heads go down, the heads drop. It's been happening ever since we lost our captain, our leadership. It's always been happening since I think probably Diego Costa left. Every time we go down 1 or 2 down, our heads just drop. I don't know what it is. The mentality of this team is the mentality of 15-year-olds. It's horrendous. We lose, we go down 1-0, heads start dropping. We can never ever make that return. So I'll be honest, I turned off the TV. Say goodbye. Knew it was gone because it's just not there. What we take away from this game, Madsen, bro. This guy he ain't a left back. He's too small to be a left back. We saw that last minute. He got absolutely bodied by that Moembo guy. Absolutely bodied by him. It's a crucial moment to put your body on the line to get the ball because obviously Sanchez is up. Fans blaming Sanchez. Come on, it's 90 plus 5th minute. Obviously, he's going to go in the box. I don't know what everyone's going to start fucking crying about here. Obviously, everyone's going to make the excuses. What else? I mean, Poch comes in. I don't know why you played Diassi as a right back. You've got 2 right backs there, and then you take him off at the 70th minute. I would rather just keep him on so we don't concede more goals. Reece is there. If Reece is on the bench, you might as well just start him. I don't understand this. Oh, you ease him in. If you ease him in, just start him on the game. I don't care, to be honest. I know he has problems. Okay, Reece has problems. You've still got Malo Gusto there. I don't know why he didn't start any of them. I'm not too sure why Enzo wasn't there. Someone can clarify with me with that. I think obviously should be a fucking reasonable answer. Obviously, he's one of our best players to be in that. But I'll be honest, I don't really know what else to say. I mean, every time I was just in the WhatsApp group chat before, it's just the same thing I've been saying for the last 2 years. We just don't finish our dinner. Yeah, we play good football here and there, but we just don't finish our dinner. So, and this was our easiest game in the next 5. We've got Spurs, United, City, Newcastle. So it's going to be a tough run. I mean, I'm still hopeful for this team. I'm not going to, close my eyes and shut down like everyone is. We'll have to wait. We have to be patient. I think when Nkunku comes back, we could still make a difference. And I'll still stick with my prediction. I said I think we still finish top 5, and I think we still can finish top 5 when we get all our returning players. Because you look at our bench today, our bench was horrendous. I don't even know that new Brazilian guy we signed, who's 18 years old, came on the pitch because we had no other players. So I think once we have a full team in action, I think we can definitely make some action from that. And I still think we can make top 5. I think there is definitely a chance we can still make that. So I'm very hopeful for this team. But let's see when they come back. I can't make any predictions with this team because this ain't a good team that we had on today, to be honest.
I hear you on that. We're going to go to Winter Surfer in a minute. Don was here as well. Egal's here from a rival point of view. A lot of Chelsea fans came for you last week when they got the draw against you. What was your thought on their performance today and the Brentford win?
Terry, I could literally play you the exact same thing I said versus West Ham, and it applies to this. You want to know what, Terry? I have it ready. I'm going to play it for everybody so they can hear it loud and clear. So, same old Chelsea, not clinical in front of them. They create all these chances, but they don't have no one to finish it off. Number 2, every single one of you guys, before Jackson signed, were saying, who's this guy? We still need another striker. All of a sudden, you see one game against Liverpool, and he's it. He's him. No, he was never him. Just give him time. You're putting too much pressure on a young guy. You're always going to need another striker. And now I'm finally hearing you guys talking about that second striker. Chelsea fans, you guys thought, now that you've signed Caicedo, you've solved all of your problems. You can have all the tools. But guess what? If you don't know how to fit them in, you're going to have the same problem. And Chelsea have always had that issue where it's, things don't always fit in. And finally, your manager is now going to probably say, we need to improve on these things. But he already said what he needs. He said he needed more experience. He said he needed more men in this team and less kids. This is what he said a long time ago. So And long story short, you guys criticized me, you ridiculed me, and the same things apply. And we're in October. So sit down and learn these lessons. I'm not here to just make fun of you guys. I'm actually giving you my honest opinions on your team. I watch these games, and once again, not clinical in front of goal. Once again, your forwards are letting you guys down. Defensively, you guys are good. But guess what? When you give a team an opportunity and they're more clinical than you, they're going to finish you off, and you guys can't get back into games. You guys just lack the goals. And you want to know something? Tottenham, don't take them lightly, because when you have more space and you don't play teams with a low block, you have a better chance of actually doing something.
We don't come in here and say we're going to smash teams like you Arsenal fans.
No, bro. I'm just merely giving you my analyzation of the game.
No, you would come on here when we won 6-0. You would come on here when we won 6-0.
I'm not even saying you're going to win the game 4-0. I'm just saying I wouldn't be surprised if you actually did better against Tottenham, because teams
I'm not surprised either.
United,
yeah, but Egal, I don't get what's your point though, bro.
I'm not here to rattle you guys.
You're telling us stuff we agree with.
Guess what? Guess what?
Yeah, I don't know what this is.
When it comes
we all agree with what you just said. Good on you.
Guys,
if you agree with me, let me finish. My point is, we already know Chelsea's deficiencies in their attack, and against these teams that play the low blocks, like I said on the top 6, Terry, I was the only person who gave Sheffield United a chance. I mean, not Sheffield United. I'm playing Sheffield United actually. The only team who gave Brentford a chance, and you know what? They actually did the exact game plan that I thought. So in this next run that you guys have, I'm actually going to see better performances from Chelsea's attack probably, because the games are going to be more open. And these games where they're more defensive and you have to break that team down, you're going to get all these shots. But if you guys are not clinical, it's going to be the same situation. And to say what Matt said earlier, I think you guys are putting yourself in too much of a hole already to try to say you can come back into the top 5 race at the end of the season, because I'm not seeing any level of consistency.
That's just Matt. I have no confidence in this team finishing top 6. Whatsoever. I don't know what.
I think we still can. I think we can still say.
I don't know how you can say that when Nkuku's not even proven in this league whatsoever. You have every confidence in this team winning. What this team has showed.
That's what I expect to say.
What this team has showed me is that it will rise to bigger games, but it can't rise for the smaller games at this moment. That's what it showed me. That's a mentality.
But why is that?
That's a mentality issue.
It's not a mentality issue.
Yes, it is. It is a mentality issue, because you can rise to the big games, but not for the smaller ones.
Andrew, I get you're annoyed, bro. Go.
Guys, let Andrew finish his point, please.
I was looking for the response to today's game from last week's game, and the first half we were okay, but the second half we were so slow, we were so static. There was no movement at all. It was a simple side-to-side passing. Who were they crossing into today? Can anyone tell me who they were crossing into? Because no one was in there to cross into. I'd rather you pass it back than do a rubbish pass. I mean, the subs we bought Reece James and Maatson on to try and change the game. That didn't work. I mean, just nothing was working today. But you're right. The clinical finisher is not a this season issue. It's a 5-year, 6-year issue where we've had this. And that's our fault for not recruiting proper strikers. It's nothing to do with, we could spend, there's strikers out there, we just don't spend it on them. No one, Dickus Jackson shouldn't be leading this line. He should be coming on this season as a substitute. He should not be leading this line. We should have gone out, the money we spent, we should have gone out and bought a proper striker. And we haven't done it again. And now we're going into January. We're going to buy Tony. We're going to buy Osterman. Who says we are? We don't know what we're going to do. But this Chelsea is going to be like this until someone gets it right. And we're just not doing it at this moment in time. And by the way, the play was so slow today. And anyone realizing what Enzo Fernandez does, you can tell what Enzo Fernandez does in this team when he's in there. Okay.
We weren't stretching the pitch enough. Do you know what I'm saying?
No, Madueke's not at the moment. He's not good enough.
Don, from your point of view, what went wrong today? Because you're someone that's so confident with the way you've been playing. You didn't say you were back, and fully turned the corner. What went wrong today ahead of what is going to be a very difficult next 5 games? Like, what were your concerns after watching that today?
So I think today, listen, we were building up quite well in the first half. I think we were actually beating the low block, was creating good chances for the attackers. But again, it's the same old problem that we've spoken about all season, Terry. Like the players didn't want to take responsibility in front of goal. I wasn't a big fan of the lineup, but one thing I did say, there's no excuses. That attack has more than enough in there, especially with Palmer in the 10 to be created and to win the game. You know, I didn't really like the balance at the back. I understood why he did it, to add a little bit of height with Disasi. And if you remember in the preview, I spoke about that as well. I said Disasi will probably come into the game. But again, you've got to be a little bit proactive, man. I think when Reece James came on in the second half, he was helping a little bit, you know, whipping in a few chances. But overall, the game was flat in the second half. It's like we were lacking ideas. You know what I mean? We were lacking ideas. Brentford grew in a little bit of confidence. And because we were attacking them quite a lot, they started to open up a little bit. Do you know what I mean? And if you don't take your chances, this is what happens. This is the story of Chelsea this season. Majority of the games that we've had this year, we've been the better team. But again, we get punished by, you know, one chance that they take there, and then the game's done and we drop points. Do you know what I mean? So it's the same problems, Harry, innit? We're not taking these chances in front of goal. We created enough today. We created enough today to be at least 2 goals up in that first half. Do you know what I'm saying? So I get everyone's frustration. We should have definitely gone out and got a striker. Jackson, you know, his movement in and around the box, he definitely needs to work on that. But again, he's a young player. Do you know what I'm saying? These are things that he's going to have to get coached into the game. He's going to have to learn these things because he's always 5 steps behind the wingers. When the wingers are looking to whip it in, he's never in that zone where you want a striker to be in. Do you know what I'm saying? He hasn't got that ability to be a fox in the box, if that makes sense, as it stands. And his decision making on the ball today was quite poor. He kept holding on to it for a little bit too long. You know, he does a good thing well, beats a player or two, just release the ball there. Do you know what I'm saying? So he was a bit poor today. Noni, Madueke, he didn't take his chance again today. You know, he was quite poor. Overall, I think it wasn't the greatest performance, but I'm not pulling my hair out like in this game, you know, because again, we're creating better chances now, but now it's up to these players to start taking these chances. You know what I'm saying? It's the same thing. But again, we just have to move from this one, man. It's not good because I predicted that we was going to win this game. It's not a good result, Terry. It's not. But same problems have come back to bite us again, man. You don't take your chances, you drop points. That's basically it today. But props to Brentford. I think that tactically they were spot on, man. Spot on today. Anyone trying to blame Sanchez today, you need to go get your eyes tested in it because Sanchez kept us in that game. Do you know what I'm saying? He was good in terms of his positioning in the goal. It's his distribution that I've got a big problem with. But in front of goal, he's been good for us this season. Do you know what I mean? When it comes to shot stopping. So, yeah, man, we just have to move from this one and learn.
Because I can't put my camera on quick, but I want to say something.
Yeah, cool.
Go on, Chance.
Bro, I personally think today was just more personnel because the man on the team, they don't have the experience enough to like, right, we didn't take our chances. Let's keep pushing on like Liverpool do, like City do. They got that experience, they got that quality. The team today, I didn't look at the team sheet and go, yeah, if we're going down or if the going gets tough, we get pushed around and tackled, who's going to take the game and get that first goal, get us into the game, get us moving? And Palmer was doing that. And then when it dried up, only so much one man can do in a team. And I looked at the team today, I'm hearing what Matt's saying a little bit, where that team isn't the team that Chelsea fans would say, yeah, week in, week out, that's the team I'll play. It was a poor team. I'm not happy with the way we're playing right now. Like, how are we seeing the same thing every single game at home? Is it getting to the point where, like, before the weekend, you're looking at it going, they're probably going to sit back, hit us on the counter, we'll miss a few chances, they'll score, they'll win. And you could reset that for what? Aston Villa, for Nottingham Forest, even against Arsenal, it was crap. That's why I was annoyed after the game. It's the same sort of like, yep, we conceded the goal, probably going to draw or lose. That's what happened. So I'm looking at this like, we desperately need a striker in our team, like very badly. And if we don't, it's not looking good, like for this season.